Hi, this is Gio for footballbook.pro, and I'm redoing my video for my Week 5 picks for 2010 because I made a really big boo-boo on my last video, and I just want to say thanks, Boopsy, for emailing me and pointing that out. Don't know how I did it, so we'll get right to it. Last week I was 3-1 against the spread and 3-1 in my over-under pick, so let's keep the ball rolling. The first game is San Diego at Oakland. Now, the Chargers are favored by 6 points here, despite the fact that they're actually 0-2 on the road straight up. Not only that, I want to point out that this is the only division contest, and so far in the 4 previous weeks, there have been 25 games between division rivals, and of those 25, the underdog is 20-5. Not only that, they've actually won 15 of the games outright. San Diego is a passing team, and if anything, Oakland does well on defense is they defend the pass really well. So I'm going to predict that the Chargers will cover the spread, and I'm even going to say that they might even win this game outright. So in the first game, take the Raiders plus 6 points. Our second game has Philadelphia at San Francisco. The Niners are 0-4 and have probably been the biggest disappointment so far this year. But when you look at it, they've lost 3 of the 4 games have been on the road, and they've been in Seattle and Kansas City, and those are tough venues to play in, even for very good teams. And the other game that they lost on the road was in Atlanta. Their one loss at home was a nail-biter that went down to the wire against the champions, the Saints, and that was only by 3 points. San Francisco is not going to go 0-16. They're going to win, and it'll probably be at home. And I like the fact that Philadelphia will be starting Kevin Cobb this week. Michael Vick won't be able to rescue them this week. And -3, that 3 points is not a very high price to pay at home. I think the Niners are very hungry. They have to have this win. They're still actually not out of the NFC West race, so a win here is really important. Take the Niners -3 points. Our third game is the Giants at Houston. Now, New York hammered Chicago's offensive line last week and sacked the quarterbacks 10 times. That's not going to happen this week. Matt Schaub doesn't get sacked that many times. It's a better offensive line. As a matter of fact, the offense spreads the ball around really well, running it and passing it. They won last week on the road pretty handily, despite the fact that they didn't even have their stud wide receiver, Andre Johnson, playing, and they actually benched running back Arian Foster for more than a quarter of the game. 3 points again, not much of a price to pay. I'll take the Houston Texans -3. Now, for the fourth game, this is one closer to my heart. It's my Minnesota Vikings are going into New York to play the Jets. Earlier in the week, I would have said take the Jets, but Minnesota has acquired Randy Moss, and that is the difference maker right there. Minnesota quarterback Brett Favre hasn't had the deep threat of Sidney Rice all year. Now, with Randy Moss coming, that changes the entire dynamic of the game. Percy Harvin gets to go back to being the number 2 receiver, and of course it opens the whole doors are open now for Adrian Peterson at running back. Whether or not Minnesota can win outright is a different story, but 4 points is beyond the field goal threshold, and I'm going to take the Vikings +4 in that game. Okay, very quickly with our over-under picks, the Chicago-Carolina number is 33.5, and that's low, but Chicago goes with Todd Collins at least to start with, and rookie Jimmy Clausen goes for the Panthers. I expect very little offense there. I'll take the under. With Tampa Bay and Cincinnati, we'll go with another under. That number's 38. Tampa Bay probably can't score that many points on Cincinnati's defense at home. We'll go with the under there. One last under is the New Orleans Saints at Arizona. And the Saints have struggled to score points this year, and Arizona goes with undrafted rookie Max Holla out of Brigham Young, who put up some good numbers, but I don't expect a lot of points being scored here. We'll take the under 42.5. And one over is going to be the Kansas City-Indianapolis game. That's 44.5. Peyton Manning could probably put those numbers up by himself. Meanwhile, his defense has been pretty porous the last little while, and I expect that to easily sail over the 44.5 number. Our suicide pick this week is going to be the Dallas Cowboys, who are coming off of a bye week. I think they'll win. You shouldn't have much of a problem there. Okay, if you have any questions, please, or comments about the video, please email me at gio@footballbook.pro. Thanks again, Boopsy, for that saving me. Or visit our website at www.footballbook.pro. Good luck with your picks, and we'll see you next time. For footballbook.pro, I'm Gio. Bye-bye.